Hey guys, full disclosure, I'm not fully convinced that this is actually going to work today, but I still want to try it. Why? Because creating a choir from pre-existing takes into a believable choir, it usually ends up sounding artificial or at best, obviously layered. So instead of assuming that this actually works, and in the spirit of not just taking someone else's word for it, I'm just going to test it. Now, I'm not going to use any tricks outside of the tool that we'll be using today, and we'll see if it actually holds up to what people are actually saying, or is it just hype? If it doesn't, you're going to hear that. And if it does, then maybe it's actually worth paying attention to. Let's check it out. Okay, so here's the starting point. I have the start of a faux choir, same singer, different takes, each panned a little bit differently with minor variations sprinkled throughout. Now the goal is quite simple here. Use Controlla Voice to build a choir effect and see if it sounds believable, not just bigger. And I say that specifically because bigger isn't the same as convincing. We want a choir sound that actually sounds like a choir. Now most attempts at this usually fail for pretty predictable reasons. They rely on duplication, same take, same timing, same tone, and when everything lines up perfectly, it stops sounding human and starts to sound more artificial. So instead of copying, we're going to introduce controlled differences. Not random changes, but intentional ones. So let's start small. I'll run a vocal through Controlla Voice with minimal adjustments, no extreme settings, just enough to see if there's any natural separation that's occurring. Jesus rose from the dead.
Jesus rose from the dead.
That's actually a pretty decent starting point. So now I'm going to add layers. But instead of duplicating and painting, each one will be slightly different. One layer will have a slight tonal shift. Another will be a minor pitch variation, and another a small timing offset. Nothing exaggerated, just something to give it a little bit of a differentiation within the mix itself. So now let's take a listen.
3 days had passed, just as he said. Mankind was free at last. Jesus rose from the dead. Jesus rose from the dead.
Okay, it's starting to actually spread out a little bit more. It's still not fully convincing, but it's also not collapsing into the copy and paste sound either. Oh, by the way, there's a new feature inside Controlla Voice. Did you know that now you can actually upload audio and it will automatically detect what kind of audio has been uploaded? That's pretty cool. Okay, I've squirreled enough. Back to the topic at hand. There's a setting inside of Controlla Voice that should help out here. And I've seen it overused, which usually makes things worse. So I'm going to apply it very carefully and see if it actually improves realism or if it just adds more artificial texture. Yes, the setting that I speak of is called pitch adjustment. So why would we use something like this? Well, real groups aren't perfectly aligned. They're not perfectly in pitch. They are different singers with different attitudes, so to speak. So I'm adding small inconsistencies, very small. If this goes too far, it's going to sound messy instead of natural. All right, let's hear it with some tasteful blending.
Is he
Okay, that actually helps. It's not dramatic, but it feels less rigid. That's interesting because it's not just wider, it actually feels more dimensional. Still not identical to a real choir, but very close, actually closer than I expected. Okay, so here's the honest takeaway. It doesn't perfectly replace multiple singers, but it doesn't fall apart like most choir attempts if done tastefully. Now, if you're careful with variation and don't overdo the settings, it can get surprisingly close. The main difference comes down to restraint. Too clean, it sounds fake. Too altered, it sounds unnatural. Somewhere in between is actually where it starts to feel like it works. So if you're trying this for yourself, don't rush to stack more layers. Focus on making each one slightly different. That's what makes the illusion hold fast. All right, I'm definitely going to keep experimenting with this, especially with space and dynamics, because that might even push the boundaries just a little bit further. Now, if you're curious, try it for yourself and see where it breaks. I mean, after all, that usually tells you more than where it works. In fact, there's a site-wide sale going on right now for those interested. I included a link in the description of the video as well as a pinned comment in the comment section. It'll be the first comment that you find there. You can go and use this link to check it out for yourself. And by the way, there's an extra discount that's been attributed just for using my link. Likewise, stay tuned because this company is really moving the needle on things. In fact, there's a new feature that's in beta right now, of which I can't talk too much about, but you're going to want to know about this feature. However, I can't torque your gourd with that much awesomeness today. So until next time, remember that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more.